India's love for gold is legendary. Gold isn't just a metal here, it's a symbol of prosperity, tradition, and security. From lavish weddings to festive celebrations, gold jewelry is everywhere. But recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a surprising appeal. He urged Indians to avoid buying gold for a year. This statement sent shockwaves across the country, leaving people confused and worried. Why would the leader of a nation so deeply tied to gold ask citizens to step back from their favorite asset? Let's unravel the story behind this bold request and explore what it means for India's economy and its people. Prime Minister Modi's message wasn't just about gold. He asked citizens to reduce unnecessary spending on gold, foreign travel, and fuel usage. The reason? To protect India's foreign exchange reserves during a time of global uncertainty. Headlines flashed across news channels, and crowded gold shops suddenly saw fewer buyers. Modi's speech clips went viral, sparking debates and discussions everywhere. The government's concern was clear. India needed to safeguard its economic stability, and every citizen's choices mattered. But what exactly are foreign exchange reserves, and why are they so important? Gold holds a special place in Indian hearts. It's not just a financial investment, it's an emotional one. Families buy gold during weddings, festivals, and uncertain times, believing it brings luck and security. Jewelry stores bustle with activity, and emotional family moments unfold as gold is exchanged and gifted. But beneath this tradition lies a crucial economic reality. India imports most of its gold using US dollars. Every gold purchase, especially during peak seasons, impacts the country's financial health. Let's see how this emotional connection to gold creates challenges for India's economy. Every time India imports gold, dollars leave the country. This outflow adds pressure to India's foreign exchange reserves, especially when global oil prices are rising and instability looms. Visualize dollar bills flowing out of India's map, oil tankers crossing oceans, and forex reserve graphics showing declining numbers. The real problem isn't gold itself, it's the timing and scale of imports. With global uncertainty and rising oil prices, India's reserves are stretched thin. The government is worried about maintaining enough dollars to pay for essential imports and stabilize the rupee. Forex reserves are like India's emergency savings account, held in US dollars. These reserves are crucial. They stabilize the rupee, pay for imports during crises, and act as a financial shield against global shocks. RBI vaults store these reserves, glowing dashboards track their levels, and economic experts monitor them closely. When reserves drop, the rupee weakens, imports become expensive, and inflation rises. Understanding forex reserves helps us see why Modi's appeal was so urgent. It's about protecting India's ability to weather economic storms and keep the country running smoothly. The government's concern is rooted in three major issues: expensive oil, rising gold imports, and a weakening rupee. Together, these factors create dangerous economic pressure. Rising fuel prices mean India spends more dollars on oil, gold imports drain reserves further, and a weak rupee makes everything costlier. Inflation graphics and red market charts highlight the urgency. The government is watching these trends closely, trying to prevent a financial crisis. Modi's message is a call for collective action. Everyone's choices can help ease the pressure and protect the nation's economy. Global tensions, especially the Iran conflict, have disrupted oil supplies and sharply increased oil prices. India, heavily dependent on imported oil, is forced to spend more dollars to secure its energy needs. Middle East maps, oil tankers, and rising oil price charts paint a vivid picture of the challenge. This sudden spike in oil costs puts extra strain on India's forex reserves, making Modi's appeal even more critical. The government must balance international risks and domestic needs, ensuring the country doesn't run out of essential resources. To maintain economic stability, the government wants to temporarily reduce non-essential dollar outflow. This means cutting back on gold imports, limiting foreign travel, and encouraging fuel conservation. RBI meetings, public transport scenes, and economic planning visuals show the strategy in action. By controlling how many dollars leave the country, India can protect its reserves and keep the rupee stable. This isn't a permanent ban, it's a short-term measure to weather global uncertainty. Citizens are urged to cooperate, making small sacrifices for the greater good. Gold isn't bad, it's still a valuable asset. Central banks around the world continue to hold gold reserves as a hedge against uncertainty. The concern is about timing and economic pressure, not gold itself. Gold bars, central bank vaults, and calm financial visuals remind us of gold's enduring value. Modi's message is about prioritizing national stability over personal investment for now. Once the economic situation improves, gold buying can resume. It's a temporary pause, not a permanent rejection of gold's importance. When millions of citizens buy imported goods like gold together, it impacts currency strength, inflation, and national reserves. Middle-class families shopping, currency movement graphics, and economic dashboards illustrate this collective impact. Modi's appeal is a reminder that individual choices add up, shaping the country's financial health. By understanding the bigger picture, citizens can make informed decisions that support national stability. The government's strategy relies on public cooperation, turning small actions into powerful economic solutions. Indian weddings are famous for their gold extravagance. Brides and families adorn themselves with gold jewelry, symbolizing wealth and tradition. The emotional value attached to gold during these celebrations is immense. However, every piece of imported gold adds to the country's dollar outflow. This cultural practice, while beautiful, has economic consequences. Understanding the balance between tradition and national interest is key to navigating Modi's appeal. The government isn't asking people to abandon tradition, but to be mindful of timing and necessity. Gold shops across India felt the impact of Modi's statement. Crowds thinned, and shop owners worried about declining sales. Headlines captured the mood, showing a mix of confusion and concern. The gold industry is a major employer and contributor to the economy, so any slowdown affects livelihoods. Shopkeepers are adapting by offering discounts and promoting domestic gold. The government's message is clear: prioritize national stability, but support local businesses where possible. The gold market is resilient and will bounce back once the crisis passes. Gold buying is often a family affair in India. Emotional moments unfold as parents gift gold to children, marking milestones and celebrations. These traditions are deeply rooted, making Modi's appeal challenging for many. Families are now reconsidering their purchases, weighing emotional value against national interest. The government encourages thoughtful buying, reminding citizens that small sacrifices can make a big difference. The emotional connection to gold remains strong, but economic realities are prompting new conversations at home. The Reserve Bank of India, RBI, plays a crucial role in managing forex reserves. RBI vaults, glowing reserve animations, and economic dashboards show the bank's efforts to stabilize the rupee and protect the economy. RBI officials monitor global trends, adjust policies, and communicate with the government. Their actions are vital during times of crisis, ensuring India has enough dollars to pay for imports and maintain financial stability. Modi's appeal aligns with RBI's strategy, emphasizing the importance of collective action. Oil prices have surged due to global tensions, especially in the Middle East. India relies heavily on imported oil, making it vulnerable to price spikes. Oil tankers, price charts, and economic dashboards highlight the challenge. Every dollar spent on oil reduces India's forex reserves, increasing pressure on the economy. The government is exploring alternative energy sources and encouraging fuel conservation. Modi's appeal is part of a broader strategy to manage these risks and protect national interests. Foreign travel is another area where dollars flow out of India. Every trip abroad requires currency exchange, adding to the strain on forex reserves. Modi's appeal includes reducing non-essential travel, especially during global uncertainty. Travel visuals, airport scenes, and currency exchange graphics illustrate the impact. Citizens are encouraged to postpone vacations and prioritize domestic tourism. This temporary measure helps conserve dollars and supports national stability. Fuel usage is a major contributor to dollar outflow. India imports large quantities of oil, making fuel conservation essential during crises. Modi's appeal encourages citizens to use public transport, carpool, and reduce unnecessary trips. Fuel price charts, public transport visuals, and conservation campaigns highlight the strategy. By cutting back on fuel usage, India can save dollars and protect its forex reserves. Every small action counts in the fight for economic stability. Central banks around the world continue to hold gold reserves as a hedge against uncertainty. Gold bars, vaults, and financial visuals show the importance of gold in global finance. India's central bank is no exception, maintaining significant gold reserves. The government's concern is about timing, not the value of gold itself. Once economic pressures ease, gold buying can resume. For now, the focus is on protecting national stability and conserving dollars. Economic planning is at the heart of the government's strategy. RBI meetings, planning visuals, and teamwork scenes illustrate the process. Officials analyze global trends, adjust policies, and communicate with citizens. The goal is to maintain stability, protect reserves, and support growth. Modi's appeal is part of this broader plan, relying on public cooperation to achieve success. Economic planning is a dynamic process, adapting to changing circumstances and new challenges. Currency movement is influenced by imports, exports, and global trends. When millions buy imported gold, The rupee weakens, inflation rises, and reserves decline. Currency movement graphics, economic dashboards, and shopping scenes illustrate the impact. Modi's appeal highlights the importance of mindful spending, encouraging citizens to support national stability. Understanding currency movement helps people make informed choices, balancing personal interests with national priorities. Inflation is a major risk when reserves drop and the rupee weakens. Rising prices affect everyone, making essentials more expensive. Inflation graphics, market charts, and shopping visuals show the challenge. The government's strategy aims to control inflation by conserving dollars and stabilizing the rupee. Modi's appeal is a call for collective action, reminding citizens that their choices impact inflation and national stability. National reserves are the backbone of India's financial stability. RBI vaults, reserve graphics, and economic dashboards highlight their importance. These reserves pay for imports, stabilize the rupee, and protect against global shocks. Modi's appeal is about safeguarding these reserves, ensuring India can weather economic storms. Citizens are urged to support this effort by making mindful spending choices. Collective action is key to overcoming economic challenges. When millions cooperate, small sacrifices add up to big results. Teamwork visuals, family scenes, and economic dashboards illustrate the power of unity. Modi's appeal relies on public cooperation, turning individual choices into national solutions. The government encourages citizens to act together, supporting stability and growth. Gold plays a vital role in global finance. Central banks hold gold reserves, investors seek gold during uncertainty, and nations use gold to hedge risks. Gold bars, vaults, and financial visuals show its importance. India's gold buying habits influence global markets, making Modi's appeal significant beyond national borders. The government's strategy is about timing, not rejecting gold's value. Timing is crucial in economic decisions. The government isn't banning gold forever, it's asking for a temporary pause during global uncertainty. Economic dashboards, planning visuals, and calendar graphics illustrate the importance of timing. Once conditions improve, gold buying can resume. Citizens are encouraged to prioritize national stability, making informed choices based on current risks. Public transport is promoted as a way to conserve fuel and dollars. Bus, train, and carpool visuals show the strategy in action. Citizens are encouraged to use public transport, reducing individual fuel usage and supporting national stability. The government's campaign highlights the benefits of collective action, turning small changes into big savings. Domestic gold is promoted as an alternative to imported gold. Shop visuals, local jewelry, and business scenes show the shift. By buying domestic gold, citizens support local industry and reduce dollar outflow. The government encourages this practice, balancing tradition with economic needs. Domestic gold offers the same emotional value, with added benefits for national stability. Citizens are encouraged to explore alternative investments during the pause on gold buying. Financial visuals, investment charts, and planning scenes show the options. Stocks, bonds, and domestic assets offer stability and growth. The government's message is about diversifying portfolios, supporting national interests, and making informed choices. Media coverage amplified Modi's appeal, sparking debates and discussions nationwide. News visuals, headlines, and communication graphics show the impact. The media plays a vital role in informing citizens, shaping opinions, and supporting government strategies. Accurate reporting helps people understand the reasons behind the appeal and make informed decisions. Economic dashboards track key indicators like forex reserves, oil prices, and gold imports. Data visuals, statistics, and planning scenes show the importance of monitoring trends. The government relies on these dashboards to make informed decisions, adjust policies, and communicate with citizens. Understanding economic data helps people see the bigger picture and support national stability. Shopping habits influence the economy, especially when millions buy imported goods like gold. Shopping visuals, currency movement graphics, and family scenes show the impact. Modi's appeal encourages mindful spending, prioritizing national stability over personal preferences. Citizens are urged to support local businesses and make informed choices. Currency exchange is a major factor in dollar outflow. Exchange visuals, money graphics, and travel scenes show the process. Every transaction adds to the strain on forex reserves, making conservation essential. The government encourages citizens to limit non-essential exchanges, supporting national stability. Economic uncertainty is driving the government's strategy. Global tensions, oil price spikes, and currency fluctuations create risks. Economic visuals, dashboards, and planning scenes show the challenge. Modi's appeal is about preparing for uncertainty, protecting reserves, and maintaining stability. Citizens are urged to cooperate, making small sacrifices for the greater good. Government communication is vital during crises. Speech visuals, headlines, and media graphics show the process. Officials explain policies, answer questions, and encourage cooperation. Clear communication helps citizens understand the reasons behind the appeal and make informed choices. The government relies on transparency to build trust and support. Economic stability is the ultimate goal of Modi's appeal. Stable reserves, strong rupee, and controlled inflation support growth and prosperity. Economic visuals, dashboards, and planning scenes show the benefits. Citizens are encouraged to prioritize stability, making choices that support national interests. The government's strategy relies on collective action and informed decisions. Balancing tradition and economic needs is a challenge for many families. Gold buying is a cherished tradition, but economic realities require mindful spending. Family visuals, gold jewelry, and shopping scenes show the dilemma. The government encourages citizens to honor tradition while supporting national stability. Small sacrifices today can lead to greater prosperity tomorrow. Gold's emotional power is undeniable in India. It symbolizes love, security, and prosperity. Emotional visuals, family scenes, and gold jewelry highlight its significance. Modi's appeal challenges this connection, asking citizens to prioritize national stability. The emotional bond remains strong, but economic realities are prompting new conversations. The rupee is weakening due to rising imports and global uncertainty. Currency visuals, economic dashboards, and market charts show the trend. A weak rupee makes imports expensive, increases inflation, and strains reserves. The government's strategy aims to stabilize the rupee, protect reserves, and support growth. Citizens are urged to cooperate, making choices that strengthen the currency. Global gold trends influence India's market. International visuals, gold bars, and financial dashboards show the connection. When India buys more gold, global prices rise, affecting markets worldwide. Modi's appeal is significant beyond national borders, highlighting India's role in global finance. The government's strategy is about timing and stability, not rejecting gold's value. Economic sacrifice is part of the government's appeal. Citizens are asked to make small sacrifices, postponing gold purchases, limiting travel, and conserving fuel. Sacrifice visuals, family scenes, and planning graphics show the impact. These actions support national stability, helping India weather global uncertainty. The government emphasizes the importance of collective action and informed choices. Once economic pressures ease, gold buying can resume. Gold visuals, shopping scenes, and family celebrations show the return to tradition. The government's message is about timing, not permanent change. Citizens are encouraged to wait for stability, then enjoy gold buying as before. The emotional connection remains strong, with new awareness of economic realities. Economic recovery is the goal of the government's strategy. Recovery visuals, dashboards, and planning scenes show the process. Once reserves stabilize, the rupee strengthens and inflation is controlled, growth resumes. Citizens are encouraged to support recovery by making informed choices and cooperating with government policies. National prosperity depends on stable reserves, strong currency, and controlled inflation. Prosperity visuals, family scenes, and economic dashboards show the benefits. Modi's appeal is about prioritizing national interests, making choices that support prosperity. Citizens are urged to cooperate, ensuring a brighter future for all. Modi's economic vision is about stability, growth, and collective action. Vision visuals, planning scenes, and economic dashboards show the strategy. The government relies on public cooperation, informed choices, and mindful spending to achieve success. Modi's appeal is a call for unity, supporting national interests and prosperity. Sometimes, a simple statement from a prime minister reveals much bigger economic concerns happening behind the scenes. Modi's silhouette, melting gold bars, and cinematic fade-out visuals capture the mood. The appeal to avoid buying gold is about protecting national stability, supporting recovery, and ensuring prosperity. Citizens are encouraged to reflect on their choices, understanding the impact on the country's future. The story of gold, tradition, and economy continues, with new awareness and unity.